Shy, a regular guy giving Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key Let's Talk a try, and today I'm talking about the pull banner. Why am I talking about this pull banner? Well, today is March 10th, we got a 3-week pull banner that guarantees a tier 4 or a tier 5 in every single pull. Now, for NA, this sounds wonderful. We finally get a guaranteed one. It's been how long we've been building at how much of a bank of them, and we're finally getting one guaranteed in every single one. Plus, if we pull any of the new tier 5s they introduced, these three right on the front here, Illustrated Leon, Xehanort and Vanitas, and HD Roxas, they will be 3-orbed. Wonderful. Kind of. Now, I'll admit, I did one pull. I was kind of curious, I see that a lot of people get a good luck on the initial banner release date, so I wanted to try my luck. I wanted to see if that would follow through. So I did one pull, and it didn't work for me. And that was it. I was done. I don't have the desire to pull anymore. Now, besides that, why is this not a good thing? Why should you not jump on board and go straight for this? There are a couple reasons. First of all, if you don't have any tier 4 or tier 5 medals, and you get something like, we'll go into this list, because I have a specific example in mind, and this is a medal I have that I was kind of excited to get. We're going to go all the way down eventually. Scrolling is very slow. Alright, so tier 5 medals, tier 4 medals. So the one I'm thinking of very specifically is... well, there are two of them, and they both kind of work in the same regard. Sephiroth and Illustrated Sephiroth. Now, these two medals are purely attacking medals, meaning they don't do any buffs, they don't do any debuffs. All they do is damage based on their special attack. Now, I have both of those medals, and I've used Sephiroth in my speed setup because my speed setup is so weak. And Ungilted, with max chips, with attack boost too, he can do some damage if you meet his requirements. But you're not using its full potential by not having it gilted. You're not really seeing that output of damage. Like, if I had a Marley be gilted, it would out-damage Sephiroth as a tier 3 versus a tier 4, which is kind of weird to think about. But if you get the basics of gilting and how multipliers work, it makes sense to you. Now, the reason you should rush to this and pull as many times as you can is, one, look at this tier 4 list. Look at how many medals you can get. If you're looking for a specific one, good luck getting it. And these tier 5 medals, you're less likely to get them. And while the list is shorter, you're only getting... you're not getting a single orb on any of those. So, the only ones you're getting an orb on are these last three right here. Why would you rush to pull to get a medal you possibly don't need, especially if it's a buffer or a debuffer you already have? You already have Gilted at a tier 3 level that's going to do more damage than this ungilted premium, and go and waste your jewels. Now, the reason I'm going on about this so much is because if we flip over to JP really quickly, these are the pull banners in... oh, sorry about hitting the microphone. These are other pull banners in JP, and I want you to take a look at these right here. If you've never seen a JP pull video, right here, there are a couple of medals right there. Those are important. What those are they called reprints. One of these is guaranteed in absolutely every single pull done in this banner, which means no matter what the rest of the 9 medals are, I'm guaranteed to get one of those 6 medals every single time. This lets us, as JP players, plan our pulls to what our Keyblades need. Now, out of this banner, I've already done a couple pulls. It's a video in the works. I'm looking for Illustrated KH2 Kyrie, also known as Teary. If you ever hear Teary thrown around, that's who we're talking about. This medal right on the far left here, right above the 10. Let's see if I can highlight her. Right there. Why that medal is so special, you can go look it up. Brief overview. Basically, she's OP. Restores 10 gauges, 0 cost, AoE, buffs and debuffs, PSM, 1 tier, 1 turn. That will be nerfed in NA, by the way. That was a mistake, but that's why I want that medal. Restores 10 gauges. That's really all I want that medal for. Now, We're not talking about that metal. We're talking about the pull system in NA right now. If you've noticed, there's been a trend. There's been a trend of them fixing the pulls to be more like the Japanese pulls. We started with no tier 4s. Now we're getting, or no tier 5s. Now we're getting tier 5s as mercies. Well, we mercied the tier 5s. It got no orbs. Now they have orbs. We went from having no reprints. Now we're getting, or no guaranteed premiums. Now we're getting guaranteed premiums. Now we just need to wait it out a little bit longer for it to be perfect, for it to have these reprints. Now I know some people may be thinking, well, I already have all these reprints. Why would I want something that limits what I could get out of that massive list to just these few? Because even if you don't need any of these 6 medals right here, if you already have one, you're not using it, then if you're going for that mercy, that tier 5 mercy with 3 orbs, and you get one of that, that's another orb on your tier 4. That potentially makes it more useful after it's guilted. So you're that much closer to guilting it. Past that, what about the next banner? What happens when the next banner, all 6 of the reprints you need? You can plan your pulls accordingly, and that's the biggest point. NA players are just so hyped about getting tier 4s, tier 5s in every pool, but it's not there yet. We need to calm down, take a step back, and really realize what we're getting. So, guaranteed one of those 6 medals in every pull in that banner, whereas in the NA banner, I could get any of this gigantic list. And if we look right here, Pooglet. Who these days needs a Pooglet? And yes, that was on the reprints over in JP. Hoping, crossing my fingers I don't get it in JP. Who needs a Pooglet? If that was on a reprint list, you could kind of gauge that as to whether or not you want to pull. Illustrated Sorin Pals. Who needs Illustrated Sorin Pals, really? Like, it's nice to have to fill out the album, but the usefulness of the medal has been worn out. And thankfully with JP, we can plan that. So, why would you pull for this event? Let's throw all of what I said just to the side. Why would you pull from this event? One, you want one of those shiny medals right there that are going to come 3-orbed. Good luck getting the same one twice so you can guilt it. They are extremely powerful medals. They will change games. But if you don't have the money to keep throwing at this pull banner to get them guilted, you have to use them for what they are. Buff and debuff medals, and not the damage dealers they could be at max guilt. So, there's another thing too. We don't have the means to guilt these just by getting one yet. I can't say that we ever will, but yet we do not. So really, you just have a 3-orbed medal, no guilt bonus, lowers 1 PS or power-based defense, raises 1 power-based defense. I don't know if there's a medal that does that all in one, but you could also just raise your power-based strength by 2 tiers, and you have the same effect. Same with speed. Lowers power-based defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. You could just raise your power-based strength by 2 tiers for 1 turn. There are medals that have similar sorts of effects, and you can guilt. Always keep in mind that while these medals are super powerful, they are most powerful at guilt and lose their usefulness against guilted medals. Please, if you are on a limited budget for pulls for this game, do not rush to this banner. It's here for 21 days. Take your time. The pull banner release date luck is fictitious. It's superstitious. Ignore it. Plan your pulls. Who's to say that during this 21 days we won't get individual banners each successive week that have these as a mercy pull? We don't know. We don't know if in those mercy pulls they will also put reprints that we can plan to see which medals we really need to get that much closer to guilting the medals that we already have. So I think I basically hit every topic I wanted to talk about. Hopefully this gives people a little bit more insight about how they should be doing pulls. If you're a whale, you're gonna whale on, and you didn't click on this video. But most people that clicked on this video with my small channel are either people that watch my stream or the people that this is targeted towards, the people starting out in the game, the people that aren't throwing obscene amounts of money to the game. Plan your pulls. It's hard to do. Yes, those shiny medals are so enticing. Maybe it could be your lucky day. Maybe your luck is perfect. You're going to get that medal. But the likelihood is just not there. I can't tell you how to live your life, though. So, if you're going to pull. Just hopefully this helped to make your decision as to whether or not if you were on the fence. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what to look forward to, what to plan for. With the changes coming with Kingdom Hearts Cross, who knows how closely the JP and the NA version will align at that point. So, until then, I'm not seeing chat reminding me of anything. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please mash on that like button. It means a lot. If not, you can mash on that dislike button. I can't tell you how to live your life. If you'd like to, leave a comment down below telling me what you would like to see so I can create better content for you. Maybe do more Let's Talk to give more insight. And as always, have a great day, and thank you so much for watching if you did. Until then, see ya.